Archangel Michael says, silence is not always emptiness. Behind the quiet moments you are sensing, there is a storm of emotions that cannot find words. The one you love carries fears so deep that their voice trembles before speaking them out loud. They look at you but hesitate, their heart overflowing yet locked behind invisible walls. The fear of losing you, the fear of judgment, the fear of rejection, all of this binds their tongue. It is not hatred, not indifference, but a trembling hope they are terrified of breaking. This silence has begun to stretch like a shadow between you, but do not mistake it for absence of care. In truth, their silence is a confession louder than words. It says they love, but they fear. The quiet you hear is filled with all the things they cannot bear to say aloud. And tonight, Heaven wants you to know this truth. The one you love is battling an unseen war, holding back words that would shatter their fragile mask. They fear your reaction, they fear your choice, they fear the weight of truth itself. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They replay conversations in their mind, wondering if one wrong word will cost them your presence. Their silence is their shield, though it wounds them more than it protects. Deep down, they long to break free, but courage slips from their hands every time. This fear did not begin today, it was planted long ago, in moments where trust was broken, where love was betrayed. The scars remain hidden, but they bleed when intimacy draws too close. That is why they shrink into silence when their heart wants to shout. You may notice the way they sigh when no one is watching, the way their eyes linger longer than their words. These are signals, quiet but desperate, of someone carrying a weight too heavy for speech. They are crying for you without sound. If only you could step inside their heart, you would see how much you mean to them. You would see the trembling hands they hide behind stillness, afraid that one confession could make or unmake everything. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They fear losing control, for their love for you is more than they ever imagined. To them, you are the anchor in a storm, and anchors are not meant to drift. But fear tells them that speaking may push you away instead of keeping you close. This is why they stay silent when you expect words, why they withdraw when you expect closeness. Their love is real, but their fear is stronger, yet heaven is guiding them toward courage. Soon, the silence will break, and truth will pour out like rain after drought. Do not despise this silence, for it is temporary. It is the cocoon before transformation, the stillness before revelation. The one you love is not rejecting you, they are wrestling with themselves. Archangel Michael says, be patient, for patience is not weakness but power. In the right moment, their silence will end, and you will hear words you never thought possible. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They dream of confessing everything, but wake in fear that you might not understand. Their silence is their unfinished sentence, waiting for courage to complete it. You are the one they cannot live without, yet fear makes them hide what they feel most. Even in their distance, they are watching you. Even in their silence, they are protecting you from the weight of their fears. Do not be deceived, love hides here, trembling but true. There are nights when they almost text you the truth but delete it before sending. There are moments where the truth rests on the tip of their tongue but dissolves into quiet. They carry 1,000 unsent words, and all of them are meant for you. Your heart already feels this truth, that their silence is not rejection but hesitation. Heaven is showing you signs, in repeating numbers, in sudden thoughts of them, in dreams where they appear. These are whispers of the silence that hides a storm of love. Type Amen to get blessing 666. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, there is a heaviness sitting inside their chest, and silence has become their only defense. The person you love is not ignoring you, they are trembling under the weight of secrets too heavy for their fragile spirit. Their silence is not distance, it is fear dressed in quiet. Every time they try to speak, their voice shakes with invisible chains pulling them back. Fear whispers that you may not understand, that you may walk away once the truth is known. And so, instead of risking loss, they remain locked in their own prison of silence. The world may think they are strong, but heaven sees their weakness. They are fighting within themselves, wanting to reveal everything yet too afraid of what it might cost. Their heart beats louder when you are near, but their mouth stays shut, carrying the burden in secret. What they fear most is not your anger, but your absence. Silence has become their shield against the thought of losing you, though it hurts them more than words ever could. If only they knew that heaven is preparing the perfect moment for their voice to rise. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Their silence is not empty, it is overflowing with emotions they cannot release. Love, regret, longing, and fear swirl together in a storm, hidden behind closed lips. They are scared that if they let it all out, you might not stay. They stay awake at night rehearsing conversations that never leave their lips. They wonder how you would react, if you would walk away or hold them closer. Yet every dawn comes, and with it, another day of silence. This fear is not born from you but from scars of the past. They have been wounded before, betrayed when they opened their heart too wide. And now, with you, the stakes are higher, because this love feels deeper than anything they have ever known. They fear what losing you would do to them. And so, silence becomes their fragile attempt at control, even though it pushes them further from the very closeness they desire. Heaven sees this struggle, and heaven is guiding them toward release. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your presence in their life is no coincidence. You were placed before them to break the chain of fear that binds their heart. They sense your patience, your love, and your strength, even when they cannot bring themselves to speak. Archangel Michael says, their silence is about to break. When heaven's timing collides with their courage, you will hear the words that have been locked away for so long. These words will change the way you see everything, for they carry the truth of their deepest love. There is no indifference in their silence, only trembling devotion. Every time they avoid your eyes, it is because the truth in their soul burns too brightly for them to hide. And when they finally release it, you will understand how much they have been holding back. This fear is temporary. Heaven is stirring within them, urging them to rise, urging them to speak. Soon, the silence will shatter, and love will flow where fear once lived. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They have written words they never sent, messages left in drafts, notes they hide away. These are their unspoken letters to you, waiting for the day they can finally hand them over. Their silence is filled with confessions that never found a voice. And you can already feel it, deep within your spirit. The weight in the air when they are near, the pauses between their glances, the way they start to speak but stop halfway. These are signs that love is trapped, aching for release. Heaven is orchestrating a moment, a divine alignment where silence can no longer stay. It will happen in a way you least expect, an encounter, a word, a look that breaks the dam inside them. Their fear will collapse under the force of truth. That day, you will finally see what silence has been hiding all along. Their love for you is greater than the fear that held it back. And heaven's timing will ensure nothing stands in the way. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Their silence is not rejection, it is protection. They are protecting their heart from the pain they once felt, protecting their soul from being shattered again. And in that quiet space, they are also protecting you, afraid that their brokenness could wound you. Every glance they give you is filled with words unsaid. Every time they turn away, it is because the storm within them is too strong to show. They fear that if they open up too much, the flood of their emotions will overwhelm everything. This silence is heavy, but it is not endless. The universe is shifting, breaking open the walls they built out of fear. Soon, their voice will break free, carrying truths that will shock you but also heal you. Heaven has already whispered this moment into being. The one you love is preparing to step out of the shadows of fear into the light of courage. Their silence will not hold forever. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. There are nights when they cry alone, wishing they could just say what is in their heart. They imagine reaching for you, holding your hand, and letting it all spill out. But fear grips them like chains, dragging their voice back into the shadows. You may think they do not care, but in truth, they care too much. They are terrified that one wrong word could change everything between you. That is why silence has become their only weapon against loss. Their love is deep, far deeper than you realize. But love mixed with fear becomes silence, and silence becomes distance. This is the war happening within them every single day. Heaven does not want you to misinterpret their quiet. You are not forgotten, you are not unloved. Instead, you are treasured so much that they cannot bear to risk losing you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Archangel Michael says, this is a season of patience. Silence is not the end, it is the seed before the bloom, the pause before the song. And very soon, the silence will break into words you have been waiting to hear. Your heart has already felt the energy of this truth. The strange heaviness you carry, the feeling that something is unsaid, is not in your imagination. It is heaven preparing you for the revelation. They have tried to push the fear away, but it clings to them. Every time they think they are ready to speak, memories of past heartbreaks silence their courage. It is not you they fear, it is the pain of what love cost them before. But the angels are surrounding them, whispering strength into their heart. They will not be able to stay silent forever, because heaven's hand is guiding their every step. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. There are signs already appearing in their life. You may notice their eyes watering when they think no one is watching. You may notice their breathing shift when they are close to you. These are the cracks in their silence. Their love has no language right now, but it is alive, burning in every moment they share with you. And heaven is saying, the fire inside them cannot stay hidden forever. It will break through the silence like dawn breaking the night. Even their silence is proof of their feelings. For if they did not care, they would have spoken easily, without fear. Silence means they value you too much to risk losing you. The truth is, they love you more than they can manage. That love terrifies them, but it will also liberate them. The silence is not punishment, it is preparation. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. They rehearse confessions in their mind 1,000 times, yet the words never leave their lips. Their heart races when you are near, but fear freezes them in place. Heaven sees this trembling silence and wants you to know it is filled with love. Their silence is not emptiness, it is overflowing. It is a glass too full to move without spilling, and they fear what will spill out if they let go. The emotions they hold for you are too vast to be contained by ordinary words. At night, they reach for their phone, drafting messages they never send. Whole paragraphs of longing are written, only to be deleted at the last second. They choose silence, though silence is tearing them apart. The truth is, they are terrified of what they feel for you. Terrified that their love is too much, terrified it might consume both of you, terrified of what happens when truth leaves their mouth. So they hide it behind quiet, hoping time will bring them courage. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. You have felt it, haven't you? The way their energy shifts when you enter the room. Their eyes soften, their shoulders tense, their silence grows louder in your presence. This is because you mean more to them than you realize. You are not just another person in their story, you are the chapter that could rewrite everything. And that thought shakes them to their very core. They remember the moments when love once hurt them. They remember betrayal, they remember being left, they remember the ache of losing what they gave their soul to. Now, with you, that wound reopens every time they think of speaking. But heaven is saying, this silence cannot last forever. The truth is too strong, the love too deep, the connection too divine to remain hidden. Their silence is only the beginning of a story that will soon unfold. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself. Their silence will soon break, and when it does, it will come with a flood of emotions that have been locked away for too long. The weight has been heavy, but the reward will be greater. The angels are moving behind the scenes, placing signs, aligning moments, weaving circumstances. The day is approaching where silence will no longer hold. Their fear will be overpowered by the destiny that ties them to you. You will notice small shifts. A deeper glance, a softer tone, a lingering presence that refuses to leave. These are the early signs that their heart is gathering the courage to finally speak. And when the silence breaks, it will not just be words. It will be a confession so deep, so raw, that it will feel like the earth beneath you has shifted. Love that was once hidden will stand in the open. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. They are already restless, unable to hold this secret much longer. You are their calm and their chaos, their fear and their salvation. They do not want to lose you, and that truth is becoming stronger than their fear. There will be a moment, unexpected yet perfect, where their silence turns into a revelation. It may be in a conversation, a message, or even in their eyes, but when it comes, you will know. You will feel the weight lift from both of you. Silence has been their cage, but you are their key. Your presence alone has been softening their fear, melting the walls they built so high. Heaven is guiding them toward freedom. And when they finally speak, it will not be hesitation, it will be truth pouring out like water from a broken dam. You will hear what silence tried so hard to hide. You will feel the love that was trembling behind every quiet moment. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Their silence is filled with hidden storms. They carry words inside them that rattle their heart, but fear chains their tongue. This is why heaven wants you to be patient, because what is unspoken is greater than what you can see. They love you more than they can explain, but the thought of losing you terrifies them. Their silence is not because of doubt, but because of how deeply they feel. The weight of their emotions makes them tremble each time they think of speaking. They think of you constantly, but silence becomes their shield. They write messages only to erase them, speak in their head only to stop before the words escape. They are not avoiding you, they are protecting themselves from a fear too sharp to name. And yet, heaven knows their heart beats for you. In the quiet, their spirit cries out, hoping you will somehow understand. Their silence is not rejection, it is love bound by fear. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Every step they take closer to you, fear pulls them 2 steps back. They wonder if you will still choose them after hearing their truth. They wonder if the silence is safer than the risk of your absence. At night, they whisper your name into the air, though no one hears it but heaven. Their dreams reveal what their lips cannot say. They wake up with tears, knowing they cannot keep hiding forever. You are the one who holds their soul, and that makes their fear greater. For to lose you would be to lose everything. That is why they remain quiet, though their heart screams for you. But silence cannot hold forever. The universe is stirring, heaven is aligning, and soon, the truth will spill out of them like fire that cannot be contained. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Archangel Michael says, you have been chosen to receive this truth. Do not doubt what you feel in your spirit, because heaven confirms it is real. The silence you endure now is preparing for the revelation to come. Their eyes already reveal what their lips cannot. Every glance, every pause, every unspoken sigh, it all speaks the language of hidden love. They are terrified of what you mean to them, because you mean everything. The fear they carry is not stronger than destiny. Heaven is already breaking the chains of their silence. Soon, what they fear will be overtaken by what they cannot resist, the truth of their love for you. When it happens, it will come suddenly. Like a flood breaking through a dam, their words will pour out in ways you never expected. And the silence will finally end. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. They imagine holding your hand, telling you everything they kept inside. They imagine the relief of no longer hiding. These thoughts follow them every single day, pressing heavier on their soul. Their silence is reaching its breaking point. They cannot carry it much longer, because the truth is growing louder than fear. Heaven has written it into their path that this confession must happen. Already, you may feel strange shifts, dreams, signs, sudden moments where you sense their energy strongly. These are not coincidences, but divine confirmations. The silence is about to end. And when it does, the love they reveal will overwhelm you. You will finally see how much they have hidden, how much they have fought, how much they truly feel. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. They sit in silence because their heart cannot hold both fear and confession at the same time. Every time they want to tell you the truth, fear rises higher than their courage. This is why their lips remain sealed, even though their soul aches to speak. Inside their quiet, there are storms raging. Memories of heartbreak whisper that speaking could end everything, while their love begs them to finally break free. They are torn between two voices, and silence has become the only choice they know. Their silence is not emptiness, it is overflowing with words, emotions, and unsent confessions. Each glance they give you is heavy with meaning, though they quickly turn away before it slips out. They want you to know, but fear refuses to let them. Heaven sees their inner battle. Heaven knows that the silence is not their desire, but their shield. And soon, that shield will shatter beneath the weight of their true feelings. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. They long to hold you, to let their emotions fall without restraint. But fear warns them that love can vanish, and that warning silences their voice. Still, deep inside, they know you are not like the past, they know you are different. This silence is slowly cracking. Already you notice it in the way their eyes linger longer, the way they hesitate before leaving. These cracks are the signs that truth is pressing against the walls of fear. Heaven whispers into their heart, urging them to take the step they've avoided for too long. Destiny will not allow them to stay quiet forever. Their silence has an expiration date, and it is close. Soon, the truth will rise like fire. Their silence will turn into words that could never have been forced, it will be pure, raw, undeniable truth. You will hear what you always felt in your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Archangel Michael says, you have been chosen to hear this message because the silence has meaning. Do not mistake it as rejection, for it is fear wrapped around love. Their silence is proof of how much you mean to them. They would rather suffer quietly than risk losing you. They would rather hold back their truth than speak too soon. This is the depth of their care, even if it wounds them. You will soon be surprised by how deeply they feel. Silence is not the end, it is the pause before destiny's words pour out. When it comes, it will heal what silence has broken. The angels are aligning the moment. Fear will bend, silence will break, and truth will finally rise. You are closer than ever to hearing the words they buried inside. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. They already dream of the moment. In their sleep, they confess what they cannot in the day. Their dreams speak the truth their lips hide. Even now, they are restless, pacing, wondering how to break free from this silence. Their spirit is heavier every day they hold back. And heaven is pressing them harder, because the time has come. The silence is about to transform into clarity. Their fear will lose its grip, because love has grown too strong. The angels are guiding them step by step toward the moment of release. You will see it, feel it, and live it soon. The silence will not remain, because heaven has already declared the truth must come out. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Their silence has been their hiding place for too long. It is not because they don't feel, but because they feel too deeply. The weight of their emotions crushes them into stillness. They are afraid that once they speak, everything will change. They are terrified that their truth will shake the foundation of what you share. So instead, they remain quiet, hoping love can be shown without words. But silence cannot last forever. Love is too powerful to be locked away. Heaven is already pushing their heart toward release. You are the reason their silence feels heavy. Your presence awakens emotions that cannot be ignored. Their fear grows only because their love grows too. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Every time they leave you, they regret not speaking. They replay the moment in their mind, wishing they had said what their heart begged them to. The guilt of silence follows them everywhere. Their soul is calling out to you even when their voice cannot. In their thoughts, in their dreams, in their restless nights, you are always there. Their silence hides a fire that burns without end. Heaven knows how much they love you. Heaven knows the silence is only a mask. Behind it, their soul is weeping for the courage to be free. Soon, the moment will arrive when they cannot hold it anymore. Their truth will rise out of them, unplanned, unstoppable, undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Archangel Michael says, prepare your heart. This silence is about to end, and when it does, your entire path will shift. Do not let doubt blind you, for destiny is stronger than fear. They are closer to breaking their silence than ever before. The signs are already here, their sudden pauses, their lingering touches, their restless energy. They are standing at the edge of courage. What they fear is not you, but the vulnerability of opening their soul. They know once the words are spoken, there is no turning back. This is why they tremble, even though their love is pure. But the angels are guiding them into freedom. The silence will not win, because truth has already been written by heaven. Their voice will be heard. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. You may already sense the shift in the air. The way you feel them pulling closer even without words. This is not coincidence, it is the divine stirring the silence into confession. They love you in ways they cannot explain. Their silence hides endless devotion, endless longing, endless fear. But fear will not outlast love. The universe is aligning everything for the reveal. It will not happen by accident, it will happen because heaven has planned it. Their silence will turn into your confirmation. And when it happens, the wait will make sense. You will realize silence was only the cocoon before transformation. Love was always alive, only hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 3131.